Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Run the Foot Market, and I have a video for you guys today. We are going to be doing a long market watch video. We've got a lot of stuff to discuss. We've got a lot of things to look through, and that's important, right? That's important for the video today. The market is a little crazy. I have gone through and picked up a lot of different cards throughout the last 24 hours, but I thought I would start the video off today opening for you guys my base icon pack. I wasn't able to open it last night, guys, because I was actually unassigned still, so I've been working overnight to get out of a lot of cards to be able to get this pack for you guys, because I know you guys want to see who I'm getting in my base icon pack. So yeah, and thank you guys for the support on the channel recently. We've had a ton of new subscribers. Honestly, the support has been actually overwhelming, guys. We've had tons of new people coming to the channel, watching all the different kinds of videos. So for that, guys, I'm very humbled, blessed, and appreciative for all of you. Now, I got to double check real quick before we go ahead and submit these cards to make sure that I have the full amount, guys, because I don't want to sit here, end up putting in all of these, right? And then, yeah, and then not actually having all of them. So 7 for this squad, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 7 on this one. So that is going to be it. We are going to have the foot swap base icon pack available for you guys to watch just in a minute. I'm excited for this, man. Look, at the worst, right, I get something that I can't use, and we toss him into an SBC. Now, I've already tossed in an icon to Matthias, so that was my next one. I don't know what I would do with another icon. I might save it for, you know, potentially Cruyff. I'm not going to be doing Hullet, Vieira, any of those guys, because they are not the best version of the card. So for that regard, I don't really care. But yeah, that's this month's foot swap completed, guys. We're going to go ahead and claim our base icon pack. I'm very excited for this, man. I'm very excited. I'm doing a big team of the season save for packs, by the way. If you guys haven't been watching me as well, I'm also doing that. So we've got our pack all the way at the back. It's going to be a base icon pack. Guarantees a base icon, lowest overall version of an icon. If you guys enjoyed the video today, drop a thumbs up. We're going to look through the market. We're going to look through a lot of different things today because there's a lot of stuff going on. This is who I am going to pack in my base icon pack. It is going to be Brazil. It is going to be a left back. It is going to be Roberto Carlos, which is not bad, right? It's not a terrible card. I thought when I saw Brazil, I was about to pack Pelé or something crazy, but right, it's probably one of the more usable icons. I'm probably not going to use them much, but I'll tell you this, guys, right? I'm not submitting a card into an SBC yet. So for me, I'm going to hold on to this, but I've been needing a Brazilian left back. I've been needing a fullback that's actually an icon for a while in my teams because I like to do hybrids. I like to try new players. So for me on that one, I'm cool with that. And yeah. Yes, boys, so we are back now. It is a little bit later in the day, but I wanted you guys to see the icon pack for the video. I thought you guys would like it. And it would be good for the video, so I wanted to just get that on there. But now we have to talk about what the hell is going on, right? So what you're seeing right now on the market, gentlemen, is an extended weekly sell-off, an early panic at team of the season, somewhat of a mixture at both. And I will tell you guys, I'm going to be the first one here to tell you that this is the best kind of market to trade in. Now, you do need to have a little bit of balls to get in here because some of these cards are really low, and some of them do go lower on the hour. But it's really fun to trade in. So let's talk about the first thing. I want to talk you guys through some moves. I've obviously been buying a lot of cards. I've been selling a lot of cards. It has been a mixture of both. Now, I have probably made overnight like a lot of coins, right? Because cards go low, you get them low on the hourly, but I've also really messed up on some, right? And that's what happens in this kind of market. If you're experimenting of trading with a lot of different cards, you're going to take some losses, right? I have some Neymars, literally, man, that I had bought at like, I think it's like 121. You know, something like that. And on these ones, guys, I'm going to have to take a little bit of a loss. I bought a few at 115, but I've also bought some Neymars at like 125, 129, and then I have like 3 Messis. A move that I made that really worked well, that was super successful last night, was when I was going to sleep, I saw a striker Mbappe, guys, at about 1.18, and I bought all of them. There was like 5. I got all of them, and I sold all of them just now for about 127 I sold all of them for. So we made a lot of coins on that, which is really good, man. It's just coins coming in. I've worked my way of now being off the unassigned list, which is very good. And yeah, I'm just kind of rotating through, guys. I'm looking at a lot of different special cards. I'm off the unassigned. I'm going to hold on to my Neres and my Kalistanax a little bit longer. I'm probably going to hold these for a reward slip this week. But yeah, I mean, the market right now, guys, look, it's very low, right? If we go look at any department of the market, you would see that it's really low. Guys, if you guys watched my videos the other day, you're making a lot of coins on what we invested in. We made an investment on Saturday. I posted a YouTube video saying, hey, I'm making an investment. You guys can join me on this if you want to. I basically club stocked all high-rated golds because I felt like they were at a low point. And I said, hey, look, like we have upcoming Player of the Year SBCs, right? This looks like it's going to be a decent pickup for those SBCs. And we were right? We bought Guys, 90 rateds went up like 20,000 coins a pop, and then we even club stocked the 88s, right? And you can already see the bid at 45. These guys are like 48. We picked these up at 37. So we did hit a pretty big hit, guys, on some of these cards. More guys in the Prem, like Urice, right? This was a club stock at about 37. Because of the Premier League requirements for today's or yesterday's SBCs, you're seeing these guys definitely higher in value, which is good, right? You can never, ever complain about profit. All of these guys went up, especially some of the ones who offer a little bit more chemistry. And not only are golds up, guys, for that reason, they're also up because people are doing icon SBCs right now because last night they were able to cash out, guys, and get themselves a base icon. So anyone that got a base icon last night that doesn't actually like their icon, well, what would they do, guys? It's only simple, right? They would go through and they would go do an icon SBC. That's obviously what they would do, right? That's what makes sense. So keep that in mind, guys, as you are seeing some of these guys rise a little bit more. People are going to be completing icons probably all week. It's going to be something you're going to see that's ongoing all week. And I would say it's safe to say that off this club stock, we probably made a solid 400 to 500K. If you guys did just the general club stock, you guys probably did well. I'm kind of like chilling on my selling for a little bit because I don't have too much transfer space. And as you guys know, I'm a little bit more focused on selling some of these cards that I have, right? A lot of the flips that I've been picking up throughout today. That's kind of what I've been a little bit focused on, trying to get in and out of these investments, maneuver the market in the way that's ever so quick and efficient, right? Like kind of these kind of budget cards that get sold off 1 hour, right? You have a bunch of Zapatas at 116, and then the next hour he goes back up to 128, something like that. And that's what I'm doing right now, right? That card has literally just gone down. So the way I am trading in this market at the moment, guys, is I am literally going through, right now I'm probably going through flipping the most. I'm scrolling through Team of the Week squads. I'm knowing what's a little bit too low. And from that, I'm able to know, is this guy a good pickup right now? Now, I want to talk to you guys about Team of the Years really quickly because Team of the Years are definitely something that I think a lot of you guys are wanting to talk about today. And I know that it's a good thing that you guys want to talk about it because they're dropping a lot. So I understand why people want to talk about it. Now, some of them, I'm telling you guys right now, based off of the market prices, a lot of cards for me are getting very close to the bottom in terms of these kinds of cards. Now, Ronaldo's got more room to drop, Mbappe as well, I think. But in terms of like Messi, I was looking earlier today at some of Messi's like 99 cards. I was looking at one at like 174. Like some of Messi's cards for me are now starting to get a little too cheap for me. Like we're starting to really now consider, hey, is that really going to be the settle price for that card in a few weeks? I'm not really sure. Now, I think Team of the Season will be somewhat cheap this year, guys, because of all the promo content that EA has thrown upon us. It leads me to believe that, yes, there's a chance that Team of the Season is cheap this year, guys, because there's just so much stuff going on, right? We've got so many different cards in the game that it is in the popular opinion of mine or everyone's that there is a really good shot that people are going to probably use a lot of different cards because there's so many cards available. So that's kind of something that I'm watching and slowly intaking informationally, or information-wise, not informationally. But let's take a look at this. So this Mendy's like 235. So this is, I want to kind of do something like a little live thing right now to show you guys kind of like what I'm doing at the moment, like how I'm making coins, what am I looking at. So like a guy like Mendy is really low right now, right? Wow, on Xbox he's really down. So I'm looking at cards like this right now, guys, where then I would go over here because I see a card that I potentially like. And I'm going to go take a look at him on the market, right? There's a 235. So for me, at that 235 rate, I'm pretty sure that I could probably sell this Mendy probably upwards of 250, right? He's a meta card. People like him for their teams. In my opinion, this would be a card that I could make coins on. So that 236 is potentially profitable. Is it good enough? No, it's not the best. But that's the stuff right now that you guys are looking for in this market. And that's the way that you'd be maneuvering this market. You'd watch it, whether it's on flipping graphs, whether it's on console, you'd be adding cards to your watch list all day. Like this Werner, right? This dropped to 325 this morning. I bought it at that price, right? Already sold it at 360. The Sun, right? Sun is down a ton, right? Sun's 870, right? I bought that at 800 this morning. Already sold it for 860. So these are the kind of little margin flips that you're looking to get in and out of all day, basically. So let's take a look at this Pogba, right? Because that Pogba looks really low. Let's see if that Pogba was on the market. Is he on the market is what I would say. Let's go look, right? That's a really, really low Paul Pogba, 117. I really can't imagine that that's sitting on the market. It is sitting on the market. It's 118. That is crazy. So there's a 116 now on the market, which is really low. That got bought, which makes sense to me. and this may get bought as well. But we'll add it to the watch list. We'll see if it sells. It's got a particularly nice start price. Now, there's another card that I'm looking at right now. It's also Ousmane Dembele, right? Ousmane Dembele yesterday, graph-wise, right? If you look at the graph, we're just talking like in terms of what he was on his hourly. Last night, guys, was 380K. So when you see something like that, that's a very big drop-off. Also, Barca's playing on Wednesday, so you may see a little bit of a hype-up in his price for Wednesday's game. That's another thing that I always look at with these live cards, right? Do they keep playing, right? Headliners are losing a little bit of faith from the popular player base of FIFA, I think, because the seasons are now getting close to an end. I can understand that, but we do have Champions League this Wednesday, so if you are seeing any cards that you feel like are buyable heading into Champions League, that is completely understandable, guys. It really is. Like, if you are looking into something that's a live card that's down a lot on an hour or just down in general, and you are like T-minus 48 hours away from game day, that could be a potential pickup, guys, just so you and what? You could figure out a lot of things. You could either sell before the game. There's a lot of different things that you guys could do. But you can figure that out once you pick it up. Now, I'm looking at an Aguero right now, right? 355. It seems like it's on the market. It's not on the market, I believe. I think someone got it. So that's pretty cheap, right? You'd be looking at something like that. And I think Thursday flipping, guys, is going to go really well this week. I do. I think most cards on the market are going to rise up pretty damn strongly. I think you're going to see it. I don't think we're going to really see, guys, team of the season for 14 days. So I think on Friday we may get an announcement about most consistent team of the season. And, yeah, I think that's probably what we're looking at, guys, because, yeah, I mean, 13 days away. Last year, the way this worked was when these guys came into SBCs, the team of the season was not for a while after that. So I think you can almost bank on that to follow through again this year. I can't really see team of the season being much later than that, guys. So that's what you probably should look at to understand when is team of the season, if you guys are wondering. Now, what is a team of the season at this point, guys, going to do much damage to the market? I'm not even sure, guys. I got to be real with you. Like, the amount of panic selling that's been going on for weeks now, the amount of YouTubers I've been seeing saying, hey, sell your cards, the amount of all of that going on starts to lead me to think that maybe this crash really isn't going to happen too much when we do get team of the season. I kind of feel like everyone's kind of waiting for somebody to tell them to buy. And once they start buying or that happens, the market goes up. Now, what I'm thinking realistically is that there's a very, 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 very big chance, ladies and gentlemen, that what really does happen is we get an hour of really bad panic when team of the season gets announced, and then we're going to have everybody buying, and there's going to be an insane amount of panic buying. That could be one scenario. There could also be a scenario, guys, in which we get to team of the season. The first hour, prices are extremely, extremely low, and then after that, prices start to navigate back upwards again. I could also see that happening, guys, and that would make sense. I think that has to make sense to anybody who is following the market or knows how this stuff goes, because there's just been weeks, guys. I've been watching YouTube. I've been watching what people say. It has been weeks on weeks on weeks of people saying, sell your cards, right? Team of season's coming, and I'm just thinking to a certain extent, there's going to be a point where everybody decides to go back in and start buying. And when that does happen, I'm thinking the market has a really big shot to just explode. But obviously, that buyback has to happen, and we don't know when that's going to happen. Nobody knows. It's impossible to project, guys, at this point in time exactly when everybody's going to decide to buy back or exactly when everybody thinks it's too low. What I'm seeing right now is today prices have dropped off so much that some people are now just buying, and I think some people are going to increasingly over the next few weeks just not really care anymore what prices go to. I think when people see a certain price, from what I'm learning today, they may just go ahead and buy it. That seems to be kind of the trend of what's going on today. I've started to see some cards that basically hit a price and everybody decided, hey, that's just like too low. I don't really care if team of the season's coming. I want that card for my team at that price. And that's something that if you continually see that happening, yeah, it's probably a telling sign that that card is not going to drop much lower. It's all, guys, card prices are all dependent on what the market tells you the price is. So if somebody's going crazy on a card at a certain price, it may mean that they don't, they're not going to let that card go too much under the price that they saw on the market, or blah blah blah. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, and I'm kind of waiting on a lot of these cards. I'm looking at a lot of the more meta cards on the sell-off right now, because let's be honest, guys, with Weekend League and how all that goes, guys, when it does get time to Weekend League, everybody goes and buys their team, man. That's how it works, man. It's religious. Everybody does it every single weekend. It does not matter what the price is, does not matter the time. At a certain point, if we do not get a crazy promo or anything like that, people literally say F it and they go buy their cards. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen. So keep that in mind as you guys are looking around the market. But yeah, I don't think today is a bad day, guys, to go through the market, right? Pick up what you want. If you like a card at a certain price, go for it. And put it in your club, right? Like, just put it in your club, forget about it for a little bit, and sell it on Thursday or Friday. Because I do think on Thursday, Friday, guys, we do see the market doing well. I think there's no way it doesn't do well. It would really not make sense, guys, for the market to for the market to go down, really, with a rewards day. I can't really see that. The top tier meta has extremely corrected, guys, today. Aubameyang this morning for birthday was 447, and it's now starting to be back up at, what is it? It's almost 500 right now. Wow, so it rebounded a ton. It's back up to like 490, which makes sense, right? Because people paid 560 for this card the other day, which is a lot, right? People pay all the way up to 560. That's a lot of coins. So when it does drop down 150K, usually there is a potential to buy the card. You know, that's how it goes. This card is right back up as well. Wow, 540. There's a 479. So you have an example here of this card that's now at 540. I guarantee that gets bought pretty quickly now. That card was like 460 all day, and the panic's done. And that's kind of what's going on here, guys. There's like this constant panic, and then boom, right? The panic's done. Now, this not selling yet is actually surprising me because this is shockingly low for Pogba. Now, what you will probably see with Pogba is that Man United does have another game. People are, guys, the way that people work with these live cards is people are constant believers. So people are going to always, at a certain point in time, go back, try a card, go back, hope a card scores in a game. That's kind of how these guys on the market work, man. So if you do like a card like Pogba or any of the headliners, really, I'd say it's not a bad time to go ahead and potentially buy them or look into buying them, because I do feel like there is going to be a certain appeal to games this weekend. I think headliners and lives are going to have one more big shot. And I think after next weekend, you really don't want to be invested in those cards because I just think it's almost over at that point. To the extent of people wanting to, really like make coins or something like that, or take a chance on a player. So I would just be careful past. I would be careful past next weekend. I think that once you get past next weekend, it is going to be a little bit more dicey potentially to invest on a headliner or invest on something like that. Now, what I want to talk about with you guys as well today is I want to talk to you guys about team of the group stage cards. Now, all of these cards saw huge price cuts today, off of panic, off of whatever it may be. People today decided to really sell these cards heavy. So I don't know if you guys are interested in any of these cards, but some of them definitely do like decent pickups. I already see a Dybala on the market that looks really appealing. And they're just, a lot of these cards right now, guys, are amazing to trade with because you're getting 80K sell-offs in an hour, and then they're popping right back up to a really good price the next hour. So that's what's making a lot of this market, honestly, really pretty to trade in. It's a really good market to trade in, guys, because you have these constant buyers. You have these people coming back to these cards. And look, right, like the longer team of the season is delayed, yeah, the longer the crash could be, but the longer people get bored. And when people get bored, guys, they go ahead and they buy back teams, man. I know how these guys in the market work. That's what they do, guys. That is ridiculous if that's on the market. Oh, my Lord. 235. Is there another one? Tell me somebody else undercut. Like, I sold this card today, guys. This is why I'm telling you this market is amazing. That Dybala right there did not get updated on flipping. I sold that card today, ladies and gentlemen. I've already sold this card 3 times today at 270. So that's what's crazy about the market. You're having those kinds of fluctuations on the hourly, and it's just like it's really effective, guys. If you can get on there, man, and navigate it, it's ridiculous. I think confidence is a big thing in this market. You need to be confident in these cards. You need to be knowing that based off of a certain graph and a certain buy, if you want to buy, you can buy. But you've also got to understand that there's a certain level of, yeah, you may lose on the card because this market is very unpredictable. I would expect the sell-off tonight, guys, to continue. We'll probably get more of a sell-off tonight into tomorrow morning. That's just the way the market's going to go for me. Because Weekend League is not over yet. So I think that's an early sell-off, though, and that's kind of why I do like buying into some cards right now, because I kind of do feel like people are really going quick to sell off cards right now. So that's more of something that obviously makes sense. Now, let's talk about the Moments cards really quickly, man. The Moments cards are slowly dying, guys. I really haven't been trading these cards in the last few weeks, but I know that literally none of them are selling. 99 Pele is 6 mil. That is crazy. Is that on the market? I want to see if that's on the market. Updated 15 minutes ago. It's on the market. It's not even selling. 6 mil, dude. Moments Pele. Not selling. It's a 900K undercut. 6'3", 6'6". And the problem with these cards, right, is that nobody's buying them. You need to make sure you're going through and looking, but it's crazy low, right? But nobody's buying it. So it just tells you the state that the market's in. Nobody's out here spending coins. Socrates is 177. That's crazy low. Let me check out the first team of Moments. Henry is 2.8, but Henry was 2.6. Best is 1.7 now, which is nuts. All these guys just look like they're continuing to go in the downwards direction, which is impressive. It's impressive how cheap some of these Moments are getting for the bargain that you're going to get. For me, it's conflicting, right? Because I want to complete this Lothar Matthäus, and now he's 2.3. That's conflicting, right? Because I'm working on his SBC, and his market price is literally nosediving. Matthias is 2.3, which is absolutely ridiculously low. As you guys know, if you do watch the card on the market, that is really low for Matthias. So, and Aubameyang sold 479, and there is the beauty of flipping, guys. Now he is probably going to go back up. I am looking, excuse me, for an undercut on this Pogba at 117. I think someone's going to buy it. These Kolasinacs, I should have bought so many, guys. I only ended up buying not many. I should have bought way more than I actually bought. So, yeah, man. Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a in-depth market watch video. I thought that would be a little bit more helpful to some of you guys. But, guys, I really do appreciate the consistent support, man. You guys have been absolutely killing it on the channel. I can't thank you guys enough. Sit tight, guys. I think Team of the Season's in a few weeks. Let's see what goes on with the market this week, and Champions League's tomorrow. So we'll have a Champions League market watch. We'll look at some of the lives tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.